All right, we are just getting ready to go here. We are looking for a match in the game. Let's see if we can get that working. My streaming setup is totally different, so we got to worry about how we're going to read chat and, you know, all the other stuff. I only have one monitor set up here, but I do have my laptop, and I don't know. Insert ads breaks. You can insert ads by transitioning. Wow, okay. So we're gonna have to work with some way to do ads also. I don't know. We'll figure it out. It's like normal. Good news is we do have our first cup of coffee of the day. We do not have our DPGladius cup. We are in Florida, so that should be fun. Um, yeah, I don't know that I'm actually in the video. I think when I'm looking at my laptop, you guys probably can't see me. So my laptop is over on this side, and that's where all the chats will be and everything. So yeah, we'll see if we can figure out how to handle multiple screens at one time. Probably not very good at it, but we'll figure it out. All right, loading into the first game of Battle Royale. And Gordash, good morning. Welcome in. Let me know if the audio is okay or not. Obviously, I packed up my gaming computer and brought it with me to Florida. So this is actually the first time turning it on, and usually things go sideways pretty quick. What else? Looks like we have a few people jumping in on YouTube. That's good. Todd, what is going on? Welcome in. Todd 231. Yeah, let me know if the game sound shows up okay. It might be too loud, maybe. I'm not sure. Dr. Sean, Aaron Ellis, welcome in. And also my monitor is closer to me than I'm used to, which means my webcam is also closer to me than I would expect. So I don't know. I should be okay. Aaron Ellis says Twitch sounds good. That's good. Thank you for that. All right, Battle Royale solos and coffee. We are remote today in Florida, and we're probably going to be down here for the whole month. So that should be good. I did not bring my normal mouse pad, and that might be a problem. Hold on, let's do some adjustments here. Yeah, at the in North Carolina, I have a mouse pad that goes pretty much all the way across my desk. So when I get my mouse out of the sweet spot, it's still on the pad. But this one kind of, I don't know, it might be 15, 16 inches long. Still plenty big enough. Starscream, good morning. Welcome in. Yeah, I'm not used to sitting this close to my monitor. Might help. Probably not. The biggest issue is all of my chats are way over on my laptop sitting on the side of the desk. And that's going to be hard to get used to. It's a small price to pay to be in bright sunny Florida for the month. All right, looks like the circle's going way south. We're coming in from the north side. Probably not enough time to get this bunker up here in the top. So we'll probably go Seaport District, grab the bunker on the hill. Wherever it is. I can never find this bunker. There it is. So that's the plan. So right now it's just myself and Mrs. P in Florida. My daughter lives here, but she's about an hour and a half to 2 hours away. And I do have a cousin that's going to show up Friday around lunchtime, and he'll be here for the weekend. So it's going to be fun to get out there and do some activities with him. I don't get to see him that much. He's out in Texas all the time. But he's fun to hang out with. Oh, I didn't know there was a roof ladder in here. It's amazing the things you learn drop in a different spot. All right, let's go get our contract. I didn't hear anybody else with us. Doors are all closed. Boxes seem to be humming. And it's locked. That's probably why. I can never figure out how to get on this roof. I don't think this staircase goes all the way up. I think you like have to get outside and climb up a ladder or go around back maybe. I don't know. There it is. Who else? C-Tuck and B-Tuck, welcome in. Welcome to Florida. We are just getting started here this morning. I'm sure bad things are going to happen quickly. So it ended up being about an 11-hour drive. We left North Carolina in the dark. Not really dark. It was first light. And immediately it was raining coming out of the mountains. I think we were mostly just driving through a cloud or something. And then as we got into Georgia, it was super foggy. And by the time we made it over to Savannah, everything was about like you would expect. All right, let's go get our contract. Wow, that was not good. Yeah, we totally missed that jump spot. But that's okay. We really don't need anything there. I'd like to get a lighter weight weapon. Oh, another Walker key card. There we go. All right, so we have 2 key cards, which should guarantee us foresight. We're having a problem jumping over the wall. Yeah, I prefer my chat monitor above my gameplay so I can just look up. But we'll work it out. C-Tuck, how is Florida? Florida's about like you would expect. I don't really know. We got here around 5 o'clock last night. And it's super windy and wavy out today, so we haven't really had time to do much. We pretty much just unloaded the car, moved in, you know, little stuff, turned the hot water on, all the things that you kind of need to do to live in a place. Put the beer in the fridge. Everything's going good though. There's no. Everything seems to be working okay. Sometimes you show up down here and there's no air conditioning or, you know, something goes wrong. But so far, so good. I did notice that out in the front yard, the steps getting down to the beach are broken. I guess the hurricane that we had recently messed that up. Let's go ahead and get a thing. So I would think we would have specialists in here, but we don't. We have another foresight, so we're going to burn it too. We don't want somebody else coming in here. All right, let's get out of here. There's a buy station right next to us that popped up. Get eyes on this guy on the hill. Well, that was a bad place to pause. Yeah, he didn't sound very good. He had a sniper rifle. Just the way he pursued didn't seem that good. We're going to go try to get the free loadout. Probably not the best idea, but we're going to do it anyway. Ford Ash says everything sounds good on Twitch. That's good. Brandon Kirkham, good morning. How was traveling? Traveling was pretty good. It was kind of funny. We always bring our cat with us when we come down here for a long stay. Guys are running away over there. He probably just got his loadout. And I put just an old towel in the back of the Jeep. We have like one of those K9 unit fences in the back of our Jeep, so the cat's kind of locked in the back, which is good. And Mrs. P goes out, oh, why don't you give him a nicer blanket, you know, this big fluffy blanket so he can sleep and do whatever cats do when they're traveling. And so yeah, we made it probably 10 minutes from the house, and all of a sudden the cat was throwing up all over the blanket. It's like, okay, well, that's awesome. So when we finally made a gas stop, it was, yeah, let's get rid of this blanket. That didn't quite work out right. But other than that, everything was good. And once we get in Florida, the cat always loves it here. All right, we have foresight. We know where we need to be. Say we close in on that a little bit. Probably running across this bridge isn't the right thing to do. Probably thermiting ourselves isn't the right thing to do either. Alright, this will make travel a little less hazardous, maybe. Jacob, good Thursday morning. Yeah, absolutely. We're slowly making it to another week. Also, let me know on YouTube. I turned the ads way down. Apparently, I do have to insert some ads, and we'll try to put it between games. So let me know on YouTube if there's any like mid-roll ads that pop up that are irritating. If so, we'll know that we have to put a mid-roll ad in somewhere. Thinking he wants to get to that buy station. Probably a bad choice. Never ever drive your car right up to a buy station. I don't know where his money is. What was he gonna buy? I don't think he had time to do the purchase. Maybe he did. Anyway. Just had one. No big deal though. Alright. So apparently if I don't run ads, YouTube will run them for me. So I was hoping to be able to run an ad like during pregame. I should have ran one right before we started this game. You know how that's going to work out. Probably not well. Keep in mind, we're the guy that thermites himself running across the street. All right, let's figure out where we want to get. Obviously, over here would be choice. Somehow move into the circle and come back out. Let's go take a look at it. We have 20 grand. There's water running in here. Wow, that's a loud water cooler. Kind of like ocean waves. Let's go and fly this UAV. We'll buy another one. All right, nobody seems to be where we want to be, but there are people between here and there. This guy's standing on a bookcase in this building. Wow. Brown tank took us out. Well, we knew that was going to happen. Rick Blaker, I've seen 3 ads for adult toys. What's going on, DP? Rick Blaker, I'm not sure what's going on your algorithm. That doesn't sound right. It is the Christmas season, though. So maybe that's what it's all about. I don't know. Of course, if you buy some of those, I probably get a little bit of a kickback, so that's good. Jude Elias, how are you doing, DP? Hope you're doing better than me. I was not able to sleep at all last night because of having bad anxiety trying to get some sleep now. Yeah, we normally don't sleep very well our first night in Florida. It's so loud here in the condo. We're literally like 50 feet away from the ocean. Good Lord, what is wrong with that guy? But yeah, so we have waves crashing all night and the wind's howling outside. So yeah, we typically don't sleep well the first time around. All right, we're gonna try to run a pre-roll ad. So stick with me. Don't bail because of it. I just want to see what happens, and we'll see if that shows up. And if so, maybe you don't have to watch an ad next time around. We'll see. It should show me the ad too, so you guys can, I don't know, so I would actually know what's going on, but it doesn't. It just says, we're going to run an ad. Rick says, just kidding. Oh, come on, Rick. I was hoping we were going to make a little bit of sponsorship money off of some toys for Christmas. You know, another problem we have is I do not have my Melanie coffee warmer with me. So if we don't drink our coffee fairly fast, it gets cold by the next game. That's not good. So we're going to be better off to drink all of our coffee and then go get some between games, maybe. And I'm looking way over here because my laptop has all the chat on it. Normally my chat monitor is above my gameplay and all I do is glance up. So you get to look at my turkey neck. But now you get to look in my ear, I guess, while I'm reading chat. Joseph Van Doring, what guns are we running lately? I'm still running the static HV as my SMG, and we're using the DTIR 30-06 for our primary. I didn't see any reason to change it until the BO6 integration, and I think that's next week, right? Isn't that when things are gonna get more interesting? We're ready for a new map, though. I think I'm tired of this big map. It's time for something other than Urkistan. Mazra was pretty good back in the day. Never really liked the Caldera map. It wasn't that great. And then obviously we had Verdansk originally, and that's supposed to be coming back, but I don't know when that's gonna make a return. Guessing he killed the other guy or he wouldn't have looked at me. But anyway, so yeah, everything's good. We made our 11-hour drive trip yesterday, 1 gas stop, and it worked out about right. We've made it in as little as 10.5 hours, but we didn't quite get our unsafe velocities up as high as normal. There was much more of a police presence out on the highway, and you really don't want to blow by them at 88 or something. I usually stick to like 14 miles over the speed limit as fast as I'll run anymore, which is still pretty good. If you get in a 70, you can go like 84, lock in the cruise control, and put some miles down pretty quick. All right, Circle's pushing off to the north over military base, most likely. So we're going to do the right thing and try to get this bunker right up here as quick as possible. Or we go all the way to the military bunker. I don't know. I guess we're gonna short it. Dr. Sean, yes, 11 hours, one stop. Our Jeep gets about 450 miles per tank full. So we go about, oh, I don't know, right at 400 miles, stop, and then it's about 350 miles after that. And the time is a little longer because the first, oh, I don't know, about 3 hours are on 2-lane roads. They're not interstate roads. Just getting out of the mountains takes us at least an hour. And if you're doing 55 or 60, that's pretty good. But once we make it to, oh, I don't even know what the name of the town is, but it's Interstate 16. Once we make it down to Interstate 16, then we can make pretty good headway towards Savannah, and we get to pick up our velocity a little bit, and miles clip by quite a bit faster. All right, I think we can just run right out this door and grab this thing. Nope. No idea what this building looks like inside. Sounds scary out here. First time chat, Heritage23. Yo, what's up? Heritage chat, thanks for being over on Twitch this morning. We are just kind of getting started in Warzone. It's our second game, I guess. Is this our second game, or are we still on the first? No, it's our second. We got destroyed in the gulag. We don't know. Philip, good morning. Melanie, good morning. All right, let's get a radar down. Got to find our key card. Never an easy thing. There you are. Got this guy below us. He's in the bunker. Wow. I promise, I tried to pull my parachute. That just didn't work out well. All right. We can do better than that. Captain D, good morning. Welcome in. Who else are we missing? You didn't pack me and take me with you. No, you have your own trip to go on, Melanie. Yeah, I am going to meet my cousin down here. He's flying in tomorrow around, well, he's catching the 6 a.m. flight out of Dallas, Texas. So he'll be here for lunchtime. We'll probably just hang out at the bar all day, the beach bar, the tiki bar, whatever it's called, and drink fruity drinks, and I don't know, probably get a sunburn or something. Think of this guy's AFK. What do you think? Alright, we probably should have run around and grabbed more cash because we don't really have a lot of activity going on here. And unfortunately, we're on the other side of the world. Not helpful. And I don't know. All these are kind of sketchy locations for us. This is actually better. At least we'll have a bunker we can run to. We do have 5,500 bucks. We might just go load up. There's a guy right next to us. They seem to be busy shooting at each other. So we're gonna run away. Let them shoot at each other because we don't need to be part of that. Be nice and quiet here. Be amazed if there's not somebody just sitting on this roof and wait for us. All right, let's get us a key card. Most likely, I don't know if we're going to have time to get this bunker right here. Most likely the gas is going to close pretty quick. We have 14 seconds. We'll go get our loadout and then work this out. We're at least 2 boxes dropping over there. Actually, let's just jump straight to the bunker. It's probably a better thing. I didn't even see the guy. He saw us though. Yeah, that was less than excessive, or less than successful. Not so good. Heritage 23, I would love to offer you my video editing service. Also provide you with some past work, testimonials, and portfolios. Heritage, I'm probably the worst streamer you'll ever see. Yeah, I don't really spend money on video editing or anything like that. I kind of just shoot video with my cell phone and link it together and throw it up on YouTube, and Twitch is just all live streaming stuff. But thank you for the offer. That's awesome. What else is going on over here? CTUC, yeah, no DP cup. We are using our Florida vacation cups. We might have to switch to like screwdrivers or something else in a little bit as soon as we run out of coffee. All right. I'm going to throw another ad on YouTube. I don't know how to do this, but I'm going to click the button. I'm going to go get some coffee. I'll be right back. All right, so what did we do wrong that time? Probably running straight for the loadout was okay-ish, and then we backtracked again to get to the zip line and started taking shots. Couldn't get the guy on target. I don't know. New dude, DP with a different background. Yeah, we're in Florida this morning, so things are a little different. I'm actually sitting in. We have our condo is like 600 square feet. So my desk is set up like in the corner of the bedroom. And yeah. So Mrs. T was all excited this morning. She said, ooh, I'm going to sleep in. I said, well, if you sleep in, you're going to be in the background of the video because I'm going to be streaming at 6:30. So she said, ah, and got up and made the coffee. No, she didn't do that. She got up early. The sun comes up earlier over here on the beach. And there's nothing like sitting in the front room of the condo watching the waves crash on the beach. That's pretty nice. Wow. That is some hot coffee. Won't stay hot very long though. All right, let's do a quick drop right here. Hopefully we can get a contract, grab the bunker right next to it. What could possibly go wrong? Bobby Drake Gaming. That ad didn't work. Uh-oh. All right, we're going to have to figure out YouTube ads. I'm not going to add any more ads by myself because obviously it just makes more ads, and that does not add to your experience at all. Thought we saw a gun here. All right, so we're going right back where we were before. as well grab a little bit of gear on our way. Probably should have grabbed that WSP swarm so we could run a little bit faster. We have a most wanted coming across this building. It's going the same way we are. We're not going to be able to shoot that guy, so let's just get out of here. Yeah, we have 2 short-range weapons. We should have picked up something with a little more length to it, but we didn't. And if we don't hurry up and get this, we won't be able to get the bunker. And we should still get our contract finished before he gets his most wanted finished. At least that's what we're hoping for. Alright, there's someone else hunting the most wanted. And where is our... Sidewinder is not what we want. And keycard is not here. There it is. We had our wrong weapon out. We jumped right on top of him. That was not good. Emily, good morning. What's going on? Welcome in. And Liam, have you ever been to Hawaii? I have not been to Hawaii. I have one brother that lived in Hawaii when he was in the Marines. I don't know. I guess it's a different part of the world. I would feel isolated, I guess. First time chat. Shoo, good morning. Welcome in. Don't hear the guy. No, he just destroyed us. I heard him throw the smoke, and I thought, yeah, he's going for the zip line. All right. Well, the good thing is we can just go again. We'll do better. Everything's different. It's a little bit different. My mouse pad is different. My monitor is closer to my face. I'm going to make all kinds of excuses. Whatever. Did you see my question? I just sat through an ad. No, I have never lived in Hawaii. I grew up in, well, all my high school years and everything after that has been in Florida. Before that, we played cowboy, I guess. Well, my dad had a ranch in Arkansas, but yeah, I've never been to Hawaii. My brother lived there when he was in the Marines for a while, but I don't recall him ever thinking that he wanted to go back there. So I'm sure it's good in its own little way. Shu says used to watch you on TikTok. Shu, I'm glad you made it over to Twitch. And Bobby Drake's grabbing his cup of joe. Fridge to wheel, good morning. How was the drive to Florida? The drive to Florida was actually non-eventful. We left right at sunup, 6:30 in the morning in the mountains. We were up in the clouds when we left, so it was kind of a drizzly, foggy drive for the first probably 45 minutes to an hour. And then once we got down at a lower altitude, it was nice. It was still kind of drizzly, but not, I mean, more overcast than drizzly, until we made it to the beach at Savannah. And then once we got on 95 going south, it was typical you know, sunny and rain occasionally. And that kind of kept up all the way down here. So even here where the condo is, it's sunny, but there are some puffy rain clouds that go by and drop rain occasionally. The wind looks like it's blowing maybe 20 miles an hour outside. Pretty much the sand will exfoliate your skin walking on the beach. But we're hoping all that will go away tomorrow. There's a tropical system, Rafael, off of Cuba, and we're catching the winds off of that right now. I would go kite surfing, but I can't really get to the beach that well. The last storm that came through, I guess the one that hit over in the Tampa area, kicked up the surf pretty hard, and our stairs to the beach are missing some steps towards the bottom. So I gotta do something to sort that out. Either make some temporary stairs or buy a step ladder, or I'm pretty sure the HOA is not going to fix it in the next couple days. Most everybody here will go home back to wherever they come from for Thanksgiving, and then they'll come back down for their winter season after that. All right, let's go get our thing. We'll be more careful this time. Yeah, we can't be more careful than we were. This is bad. We have no plates. Someone's going to peek out here, and we are going to be in trouble. You're going to say, oh, look at that guy running across the lawn out there by the radio tower. Soul Avenger, what is up? It's supposed to rain every day? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think a little bit of rain is good. Here on the beach, you kind of want rain just to keep the windows clean. Right now, you can't even look out our front windows. They look like it's like looking at a Coke bottle. Everything's has a salty mist on it and sand. So we need to pull out the water hose sometime this morning and hose everything down, and that'll give us a couple hours of good visibility. But as I said, the wind will drop down tomorrow a little bit, and then we'll start getting stuff worked out. Philip, you're a tough guy if you still kite surf. I still kite surf. I'll go out there. I'll go out and up to about 6-foot waves. Anything above that, I just don't know if I have the stamina to survive when things go bad, and something always goes bad. All right, we got our key card. That was kind of good. I think we're going to go back to this bunker. I don't even know where it's at. It's over here somewhere. Any luck we don't take gunfire coming across here? Don't see anybody in that big building. That's where they would be sitting. There's a most wanted contract right below us that has not been looked at. All right, first objective completed. We finished our contract. We got to the bunkers successfully. Now we just need to get our foresight and get out of here. Not a lot of loot for some reason. Should really upgrade our weapon situation. Yeah, I used to be a kite surfing demon back in the day. I would, you know, it didn't matter how big the waves were or how strong the wind was. You just put on your kite and go. But I think everybody that kite surfs has had at least one or two close calls with things like that. We have not been to the gulags. We don't need any of that stuff. I guess we should probably just get out of here and go get our loadout. Yeah, a lot of people don't understand how much energy those kites have. The strings, there's 4 strings on a kite, and I think the 2 main strings that connect to your harness around your waist, are about six to 800 pound string. So it takes about 800 pounds to break one of those strings. And it's constantly trying to pick you up off the ground. So you constantly have like probably 100-pound pull on it. And if you pull back on the bar just slightly, you get enough pull to pull you off the ground. So you're always working at about a 250-pound pull on the kite, and you're fighting against that. Wow, really? I'm just gonna toss that way. We don't. Of course, we can't hear the enemy that's coming in.
Friendly buy station is ready.
But yeah, the last thing you really want when you're out in the heavy waves and surf is to get a string wrapped around you. You know, there's people that have lost legs and arms, actually died just because those strings get wrapped on you. Now, most people do carry a little knife on their harness where they can cut the strings if they ever do get wrapped up. But things happen so fast, it's not a good thing. And there's ways to mitigate it, you know, always keep the kite downwind of you. Never, ever, ever, for any reason, get between the kite and the bar. You know, it's kind of like working with heavy machinery or anything else. There's things you do and don't do. All right, speaking of doing, what are we gonna do? Our UAV up, I guess. See who's around here. Got the guy back here. Feel like he wants buy station. He's getting looked at by the guy behind him. One of those two are not going to survive this engagement.
UAV is bingo fuel. RTV at this time.
He's sitting around there with his holotherm sight. Well, I don't see anything we need. Let's go check the inside. We're going to go buy another UAV. I would have thought he would be coming back right away, but I guess he didn't. Guess he didn't have a redeploy. He did have his loadout, though. Thought he would have been a most wanted kind of guy. Closest guys are way up the hill. Guess we're not going to worry about that. What else is going on? Big Slim, good morning. Welcome in. New dude, fun hobbies are dangerous. I would love to try kite surfing. Yeah, you know, kite surfing, if you get a nice, you know, a lot of people say, oh, well, I'll go out when the wind's really low. Well, then it's not any fun. So you gotta have at least, I would say at least 12 knots of wind for it to be any fun at all. Anything less than that, you can go out if you're good, but it's a struggle to make it work. But you want a wind strong enough that'll keep the kite up solid in the air. I'm guessing we should find an armor box. There's got to be one around here. So a nice, probably a 15 mile an hour or 15 knot day is probably the best to learn on. And if you get, I mean, you could go out on a windier day and just take a smaller kite, but then things just happen really fast. And depending on your weight, most people use like a 12-meter kite on a 15 mile an hour day. I don't know, something like that. And that's another thing is just like gears in a car, you have to have different size kites to adjust for different conditions. And, you know, the lower the size of the kite or the lower the gear, the faster things happen. All right, well, got a whole bunch of nothing going on right now. And we don't really want to push further in because it looks like the circle's going back the other way. But it is a lot of fun. If you get nice warm water, you know, like here in Florida, and a nice sunny day and nice strong wind, there's nothing better than, nothing makes me thirstier than going kite surfing. I didn't just say that out loud, did I? We're gonna get sniped.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Yeah, you're good. Wow. We misplayed that completely.
Training camp. It's the gulag, and you gonna have to fight to earn
Bobby Drake says you got to show us an old pic of kite surfing. Man, I don't even know if I have any old pictures of kite surfing. Problem with kite surfing is getting pictures of it. I used to, back when we used to kite surf a lot, I was friends with this photographer. In fact, we're still friends with her. And she would sit on the beach and take like these action, you know, like the long telephoto lenses they take at like surfing contests and stuff. So she would sit on the beach and take pictures of us kite surfing, and they'd get written up in local magazines and things. But most of the time, you know, it's just the wave and the kite. You really can't see the person that's doing it. And I got into kite hydrofoil racing at one point. And that was a lot of fun, but it's like anything else. It was like the people with the most money, or not the most money, the people that want to spend the most on their hobby usually have the best equipment. I think he's AFK, but we're not going to risk it. We're just going to get out of here. All right. I do think I have a Twitch short intro video on my Twitch channel that has some kite surfing video stuff in it. I don't remember exactly what's on that. Oh, that's nice. We typically would just run right in there and get destroyed. All right. Well, we know that the circle is going back behind us. Do we go back to the firehouse and see if we can get some gear? Probably not. Don't hear any boxes here, so they've all been looted for the most part. But we'll take a couple plates. Gunfire close.
Gas is moving in. New safe zone located.
Get your gas mask. Can't. We needed your money. And your self-revive and your stuff. Alright, what do we need? What do we need? Let's go ahead and get Gulag re-entry. It's not that long to wait. Guessing that's our bounty guy.
Enemies dropping into the AO.
We've got the guy behind us. That was awesome. Christopher Wesco, good morning. What, happy Thursday. So yeah, that was less than successful. I think we could have handled the bounty guy, but when the other guy was standing there, I don't get that. I feel like I don't know. He had pretty good shots, not gonna lie. Medic, good morning. Missed you last night. Yeah, Medic, we were driving last night. We did not stream yesterday morning. Let's get out of here and play again. We didn't stream yesterday morning. We left the mountain about 6:30 in the morning. Got here 11 hours later. So what, 4:30ish, 5 o'clock? I think it was like 5 o'clock when we made it in. Spent the evening unloading the car, getting everything in the condo situated, turning on the hot water heater, you know, all the typical stuff. Oh, I had to put the beer in the fridge. That's important. And then you got to do the beer trick where you get a couple paper towels wet, wrap them around your beer and put them in the freezer so they get cold quickly, because you can't sit here and just watch the ocean without something to drink. What else? We did bring our streaming computer, but I only brought one monitor. So I have to actually run my laptop with all the chats and stuff way over there. So that's why I'm always looking over to the side, is trying to read chat. Just looked it up. Locally, it looks like I can take a 90-minute lesson. New dude, where are you at? Where's local to you? The problem with kite lessons is, you know, you gotta have good weather. So if you just go on an average day and say, okay, I have a kite lesson for next Thursday, well, you have no idea what the wind's going to be like on Thursday. I know all the kite surfers around here. Pretty much every morning they'll run out to the beach, check the waves, check the wind. They have a couple different apps they use. Magic Seaweed for the waves height and winds, and then there's an app called Windy that people use for wind forecasts. And yeah, so unless it's good conditions, it's just not fun. But you got to start somewhere. I know when I first learned, my brother was living in the Keys, and my son and I went down there. And he kind of taught us how to kite in the Keys, which isn't perfect. I mean, they have a huge kiting community down there, but it's not a great setup because they don't have any real nice beaches down there for the most part. And once you're out in the water, it's nice, but you don't have a good, large, open area to get back to. So you always feel like you're on the verge of death. But yeah, it's worth it just to go see the equipment. You know, even if you don't take a kite lesson, I think it's fun just to go to the beach where they are doing some kiting activities and get up close, talk to people, you know, tell them that you're interested in learning. They'll let you watch them get all rigged up and stuff, and you'll learn a lot just doing that. Tinker Whiskey, good morning. Big Slim, how long am I in Florida? We're going to be here till at least after Thanksgiving. My daughter invited us to their house for Thanksgiving, and that's a couple hours away from where we're at now. And we'll get to spend some time with our grandson. Maybe we'll make a couple trips up there. So pretty much we won't be back in the mountains till December. And then I have my son and granddaughters coming to visit for Christmas up in the mountains. So that should be a lot of fun. So pretty much right after November, we got to get back up there and get geared up for Christmas family activities. Well, there's no reason to stick around there and pistol fight somebody for no contract. So we're going to do the right thing and take this car and go grab a most wanted. That should work out well. My driving skills are less than ideal. All right. We don't want to open up any boxes till we get our contract. And then we want to get away from here because there's a guy right with us. Keep up some higher velocities. If we keep moving away, we'll probably be better. Need to keep finding loot. Hopefully this guy over pursues. Why can't I change weapons? That was a bad push. We should have just stayed. Just could have kept moving away. He wasn't closing on us. Put a can of beer on ice. Slowly roll it, and it's ice cold within minutes. Yeah, typically I don't have time. I mean, it's better just wrap a paper towel around it, throw it in the freezer. The whole paper towel will freeze pretty much immediately. Because I think if I sat there with the fridge open, or well, we didn't have any ice. Also, was one issue. When we first get here, we turn on the ice maker. You know, there's so many things you got to do to get an apartment opened up that you haven't been to in 6 months. It's kind of a shame just to have this place sitting here without people using it, but it is what it is. My cousin came down and used it a little bit. Wow. Bobby Drake told you about that back turning. Yeah. Sometimes I just feel like that guy was taking shots from the hill. There was the most wanted up the hill shooting at him, and I figured, well, his attention will be split. If we kill him, it'll finish up our most wanted, but it didn't work out. What else is going on? My grandfather was one of the best men I ever met. He was my hero. That's kind of cool. So you're in Maryland. Man, it's cold. The water in Maryland is cold. I remember my wife used to live in somewhere outside the Beltway, like over by Silver Hill, somewhere in that area. I don't know the exact name of the town, but we did a drive out to the Maryland coast one time. But I think it was probably winter, and the boardwalk and everything was just cold and bitter and windy. So it sounds like a perfect place to go kiteboarding. What else? Yeah, turning back. Usually if you're getting away from somebody that's following you, it's better just to keep going, especially when you're most wanted. They know exactly where you're at. We were lucky to kill the guy by the car. My first plan was to run over there, jump in the car, and drive away, but you guys saw how bad my driving was. Most likely that would not have worked out. But we could have just kept moving away from him, keep looting up, keep our plates up, and eventually finish the most wanted. But we didn't. We turned back, like Bobby Drake said, and got destroyed. Trying to join a game, trying to finish my coffee. I forgot to bring my DPGladius coffee cup. You know, I wonder where I could probably order another one online. I'm sure they have more. New dude. I like to. Oh, DP likes to gunfight without cover. Yeah, I pretty much feel like I don't know if the other guy's in the open and you're in the open. It's kind of like an old western. 10 paces, turn around and shoot at each other. Whoever gets the most shots on will win it. Um, Throw a little bit of AD strafe in there and hope for the best. And if I feel like I'm losing a fight, I don't really have a plan B. You know, if you're in the open, you're kind of screwed. You're going to lose it. You're going to lose it bad. You don't have time to stop shooting and throw a smoke and run away. So yeah, I should probably be in a lot more cover fight situations, but we don't. I just feel like we're going to win the fights and it doesn't work out that way. New dude, seafood for dinner. Um, I don't know. I mean, we do. I have a friend that has a boat, and they always go out fishing, and they always bring us dolphin, and we'll eat that. But as far as going out for seafood, I don't know. I'd rather stay in. Miss P likes to cook and whatever. I mean, yeah, we'll probably have seafood a little bit, but I don't think it's going to be our main diet. I do like to be in the open for gunfights. Like if you're in here and trying to strafe and you're running into things, I think that's bad. I mean, obviously, if you can get a little bit of cover, helpful maybe. I don't know. Megatron. M. Morley, good morning. Welcome in. Call me Pug. Oh, we already talked about putting the can of beer on ice and rolling it slowly. Cover helps to break aim assist. Yeah, I like fence lines. I like smoke, bushes, things like that work well. But usually I don't get to pick my fights. I'm pretty much defensive the whole time, and it's like a last stand scenario. That's not true. I probably push into a lot more gunfights than I should. All right, I don't really have a plan here. I think we're gonna go super late. Grab this contract. Try to get the bunker that's over here somewhere. I don't even know where the bunker is. Guessing the bunker's like right here somewhere. Got a long flight. South Florida boy calling mahi dolphin. I hear you. Yeah, it's dolphin. I don't. You hear people in a restaurant saying, "I'll have the mahi mahi." Okay. Good luck with that. Yeah, growing up, we had hogfish, grouper, and dolphin. Those are our 3 fish. And I don't even remember calling lobster lobster. Lobsters were always called bugs. Gonna go bug hunting. And there were other fish, I'm sure. I mean, you had tuna, but those are all imported. Those aren't usually local. I mean, there's tuna around here, but I don't remember tuna being a fish that you would have a lot of as a kid growing up. All right. But usually there would just be whatever fish you could actually spearfish off your dock would be what you would end up with. Or take the little flats boat out and spearfish them on the reef. All right, this is a horrible loot box. All the gear is going to actually go back into the box. And I don't know a way to stop it. Maybe if I stand on top of it and just start spamming the F key as it pops out. See if we can grab stuff. Yeah, so we didn't get any of the gear, and it's all inside the thing. So even the key card, we saw it. You see it? It's right there. Come on, key card. Thanks, Activision. Good job. Alright, let's get our loadout. Hope that that works. Yeah, we've done that. We've done that contract before, and it just never works out for us. And then usually you'll sit there for too long trying to tell yourself that it's going to get better, and it never does.
Friendly loadout drops on the way.
All right, so we either go grab another contract. I think we have to go get it. Where's this box at? There you are. All right, another contract. What are we going to get?
UAV is exiting the AO.
Some guy at that other buy station. He was right at that buy. Doors are open. I think he's moving away from here. We saw him on the buy, then he came this way. Alright, we'll take your tempered. What else you got? Buy station, we'll hold on to that. Maybe it'll be useful. Yeah, he was pretty predictable. He left the buy station and ran this way. Let's go ahead and get a gas mask. I was hoping he had one. Probably don't need a gas mask yet. Let's grab this bounty. That'll give us something to do. Actually, there's one closer by this other buy station. Let's get it instead.
Here's a bounty.
Positive ID on the bounty target. Hunt him down.
Any kind of luck, he'll get
Loadout
poached.
drop headed your way.
Moving here.
Gas is closing in. Get to the new safe zone.
It's at our level. Oh no, they're playing together. Maybe they weren't playing together. Maybe it was just somebody else moving in on him. He didn't seem fully health plated up when we ran into him. So maybe he was in the previous gunfight.
Ready up for redeployment.
All right. Well, we get to go back and do it again. We are not going to drop straight on that box. We're going to go over here. Grab a plate and a weapon. Now we'll go over there and hope for the best. You know this guy's going to still be sitting there. Like a better secondary. There we go. He probably took cash and went to the buy station. He didn't look like a player that's just going to sit on the loadout. Alright, let's get out of here. Count our blessings that that went as well as it did. Might need that for later. Hold on to the buy station. And this police station, I'm not sure it has all the loot that most of the police stations have. Now all these crates or all these lockers are not open like most of the time. Alright, we know that other guy's close. He didn't get too far away. We know this is not going to hold up, so we should probably start in. Be nice to go ahead and get a stealth vest or something like that. Well, we've made lots of noise and nobody's really shooting at us, so that's good. Oh, spoke too soon, didn't we? So where is the guy that was shooting at us?
Marking a new safe zone. Keep your eyes up for prize contracts. You'll earn more buck for your bang.
Might as well have a medic vest if we don't have anything else. All right, well, probably a super bad idea crossing this river. So what are we going to do about the guy on the building? I don't know if he's just going to lay there. Maybe we wait and gatekeep the guys behind us. Might be a bad idea. I don't know. I think we're going to wait a minute. What else is going on? Best thing you can ever eat is dolphin mahi sandwich. Seatuck. Rest of the world call it mahi. Floridians call it dolphin. Yeah. I mean, I think a good mahi sandwich or a good dolphin sandwich is hard to beat. It's really hard to find a good mahi sandwich anymore. Everything is like over processed and over. Kind of want to zip line and bungee cord out of here. We know there's a guy on this roof, or he was. He's not there now. Let's go ahead and get a UAV up. Didn't die.
Requesting recon flyover.
Got the guy back here. And he must have been in the air. He moved away really quick.
Moving here.
Well. Alright, gas mask. We were going to buy one earlier. There should be one in this building. There's usually a couple in here. But no gas mask this time. How much is a gas mask? 3,500 bucks? I don't know. 3,000. So we're good to go on that. All right, we are not going to run up that hill right now. We're going to wait. So, yeah. So let's see here. So he slides in and destroys us. Okay, I believe it. Super bad idea, but we're going to do it anyway. I don't know. Grant, yep, that's about what we do. All right, so what do we end up with? 3 operator kills, 22nd place. Not the best. I thought for sure there was no way that guy was going to be able to slide in there. We heard him coming. We knew exactly where he was going to be. I kind of pre-fired a little bit and still didn't get it to work out. Flipper wasn't a dolphin, by the way. He was a porpoise. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how the terminology dolphin ever got applied to porpoise, but I guess bottlenose dolphin. I don't know why they call it that. Anyway, I'm gonna grab some more coffee. I'll be right back. All right. This is the last cup of coffee, by the way. I don't think our coffee pot up here is as large as the one in the mountain. It's more of a vacation style coffee maker. Wow, it's hot though. That's a good thing. Oh, who else is here? Puck Debusa, welcome in. Dinger, welcome in. And who else are we missing? I think we're missing a few people. All right, I got to work out my monitor distance issue. It is like right on top of me. And it's not helping my gameplay at all. I feel like the camera, maybe I can zoom it out. I'll have to play with my OBS settings after the stream. I probably just have it zoomed in too far or something. All right, what are we going to do different this time? I think we're going to do pretty much the same thing. We're going to try for our contract, get our bunker, get loadout. And then we should be more careful after that. We should need to not run around looting so much. Once we have all of our stuff, there's no reason for it. Castle Rock, good morning, welcome in. And Jedi Master, welcome in. So yeah, we are live from Florida this morning. We drove down yesterday. It was about an 11-hour drive, 1 gas stop. Everybody did well on the trip. Mrs. P made what we call boat sandwiches on the way down, which is just kind of like a Hawaiian roll with cheese, mayonnaise, and roast beef in it. So that was our breakfast, lunch, and then we had dinner once we got here. What else did we have on this trip? We had cutie patooties, which are the little tangerine-sized orange things. Those were good. I think we also had some gummy bears. Big bag of gummy bears is always good on a trip. You know, we're kind of late here, but we're going to fly backwards and grab this contract. Looks like we have perhaps 2 guys going with us. He deserved that. He's trying to throw something at us. Get the radar. Oh, we don't want that down. We want the radar down. And we have attack eradicator and a MTZ. We'll go with the attack eradicator for no real reason. All right. Got a car right out in front of us. Not sure what his plans are. He seemed to be running away.
Signal. Secure the area until the upload is complete.
Just stay low profile, get this contract. There should be a bunker up here on the hill somewhere.
Upload secure. Future gas spread coordinates on your TAC map. Intel confirms there's a bunker near your immediate location. Eyes up, soldier.
Should probably try this other contract too. We could double up on these.
Intel reveals the location.
It's the wrong direction. We'll do what we know first. Yeah, it would have been good to get that other contract, but obviously bad things could have happened. So let's see if we get foresight right out of this one. All right, we have so much stuff we're already carrying. There's our foresight.
Remaining safe zone locations intel is marked on your TAC map.
And now let's go get that contract really quick. I say as we keep looting. I don't know how to get out of here. We are 100% lost. All right, so the contract disappeared and we didn't have any idea where it was. So chances of us finding it are slim to none. It could be on that building over there. I kind of think that's where it would go. So we'll see if we can guess correctly. We don't really need this contract for anything. That is not our contract. And we got the guy on the hill above us. There's two guys over there. It's kind of odd.
Heads up, an enemy squad marked you as a bounty target.
Requesting recon at my location.
Of course. Man, you suck. Why are you so mean?
Training camp.
He had to pay to win thermal sight. That's always good. New dude, my buddy had a center console when lived in South Florida. Would split the fuel with him. Yeah, you got to have a good center console. A good center console in South Florida is definitely the go-to boat. And you don't want a big center console, like 26 feet max. Anything longer than that, the gas is just excessive.
Stand by for redeployment.
You know, maybe twin 175s, twin 200s at the most. If you can end up with like twin 90s, you're well ahead of the game. All right, do we go all the way across the map and get our free loadout?
Got gas inbound. Safe zone is located.
All the way at soccer field. I think we do. I mean, it's right there. I don't know that we can reliably get there. 007, welcome in. Still playing boot camp? No, we're playing Battle Royale solos. We have not jumped into boot camp yet. We should go to boot camp. That would probably be more fun. Looks like BR since the circle is huge. Dinger, yeah, we're playing BR solo. Boot camp has become super sweaty. I don't know that it's easier anymore. You know, when you run into a team of 4 sweats, your odds of successfully doing that are not that good. We have a hard time with a single sweaty guy. That didn't sound good. All right, well, just lost all our plates. Didn't duck around the corner quick enough. Tinker LMFAO. I don't think it was that funny. We just got killed by somebody that was camping loadout. My bad, though. We should have looked before we grabbed that. All right. Well, maybe we should go to boot camp. What else did we miss? Phil owned a bar. He didn't need help buying beer. Needed help paying the $400 fuel bill every time. Yeah, my cousin used to have a condo in Key Largo, and he had a 33-foot. This is back in like the mid 80s. A 33-foot Chris Craft. It had twin, I don't know, like 350 gas engines in it, and it had a 300-gallon tank. Now back then, fuel was maybe $1.50 a gallon or so. I mean, it seemed cheap, but still, you know, you have a 300-gallon tank, and it always needed at least half. So you're always like $200 into $200 or $300 into filling the thing up. And it was like, yeah, I don't know. Are we going to spend $300 to go out and try to fish today? And we always did. You know, once you drive all the way to the Keys, you might as well do it up. But yeah, we used to put a lot of gas in that boat. Laughing at the sweaty boot camp. Yeah. It's kind of like everybody is getting tired of the sweaty battle royales and the sweaty resurgence. So it's like, let's just have a good time and go play in boot camp. Go beat up on bots and new guys. So you'll end up with 3 or 4 squads that are pretty good in there all the time. The Circus Bar and Grill at Fort Lauderdale. We used to we kept a boat in, I'm trying to think exactly what the name of the inlet was. It was in Lake Worth, Florida, so I don't know what the Boynton Inlet, I guess, is the one we used to go in and out of all the time. But we would go out the Boynton Inlet, come in at Boca, and usually go down the intercoastal to Fort Lauderdale. Usually go to like Shooters or whatever the big bars were down there, and then run out the Fort Lauderdale Inlet like at 2 in the morning and run in the ocean all the way back up if it was smooth. And that was always a good time. Yeah, back then gas was cheap, and you know, there wasn't nearly the presence of Marine Patrol. You know, everybody just pretty much did what they did and didn't get in trouble for it. I'm sure you couldn't get away with that now. Or you wouldn't want to. The consequences are a lot higher now than they used to be. Played in a pool league when I lived there. When we lived in Melbourne, Florida, right after we got married, I was in a pool league, just a local bar league for a while. It was fun, you know, but people started taking it way too serious.
Check your gear and weapons. We'll be deploying shortly.
I never have been much of a joiner or anything like that.
Deploying to the war zone.
You know, people start trying to rely on you being there because, oh, so-and-so bar is going to be over and we have to have a league event against them. It's like, yeah, okay. I'm just here to drink the beer and play pool. Where are we gonna go? Let's go late. We haven't been. Where haven't we been? Let's go get this high stakes contract up in the condos. That should work out well. Then we have the bunker, like right up the hill from it somewhere. Think over here. That should work okay. Eye up, welcome in. How are you doing? Has anybody heard from Womp Womp? I have not heard from Womp Womp. I'm guessing Womp Womp is missing in action. You know, I need to move my mouse pad over. It's not in the optimal spot. I feel like I'm sitting here with my shoulders way out wide. All right, this thing is not on the roof, but it doesn't look like it's on the ground floor. I'm gonna let them sort things out up there real quick. Got the other guy looking at us. I'm not sure we really want to go up that hill right now, but I don't think we have a choice. And the contract disappeared, but I'm pretty sure it's up on that tower. You would think they could fix things like that. How hard is it to keep the contract that's active highlighted? It's like they must be adding some new game logic in or something. But this has been a problem for a while. But I'm pretty sure this contract is up on this tower. We have no way to know. We are hunted. All right. Tower feels taller than usual. It is. We guessed correctly. Yeah, when we lived in South Florida, in a house, we actually had a pool table in a couple of our houses. And it was like, okay, I'll get better if we have a pool table in the house. But you find you don't play very much when you have your own table. You know, you'll end up practicing shots and things. Well, it was totally not the way we wanted that to go. There's not going to be any way to get our loot. Now we know the key card is going to be like right here, but I don't think I can grab it. No, so we have to go up at least one layer and then come back down again. I don't think we're going to go all the way to the top, even though there's stuff up there. We're gonna jump here, see if we can get our key card. Perfect. All right. I'm surprised that actually worked out. I guess it hasn't really worked out yet. There's still a lot of stuff can go wrong here. Specialist. All right, so we've got somebody creeping down on us here. Wow. We did that just a second too late. We knew there was going to be somebody there. I was thinking, well, let's just close the door, then pick a defensive position. Playboy shooter. Come on, Playboy shooter. What?
Your fight's over, soldier. Return to base.
I guess from his point of view, that was a much better play than what I thought he had. All right. Well, with that disastrous result, we're going to go ahead and jump into Warzone Boot Camp because, well, we have to keep Tinker Whiskey entertained, and obviously we're doing horrible. Double stuff. You can stand on a car and reach that. Double stuff. There was a thing inside that I was standing on. I couldn't reach it, but maybe. I mean, obviously I didn't have a car, but sometimes it's just easier to climb back up the thing and jump again. Robbie Killer, good morning. Welcome in. Wise Man, good morning. Picked up my load and writing, and of course, listening. Thanks, Wise Man. Yeah, we're live today from sunny South Florida. We are right on the beach, and you know, who goes to the beach in Florida and then sits inside and streams and plays video games? That seems odd. Oh, new dude has a client in Knoxville. Yeah, I don't know how far Knoxville is. I couldn't be too far, maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours. I would be down for that. C-Tuck, that happens all the time in zombies. What happens all the time? You die? Bobby Drake says, ouch. Yeah, lots of bad things happening to us during the Warzone today. I don't think we've had a single good game. Like that one, we had 2 operator kills, 66th place. A lot of times the loot boxes, you open them up and the gear is not accessible. I'm sure Zombies has the same issues. But pretty much every contract that you get up on one of those big TV towers, the card goes off the side and ends up on one of the rails on the way down. It doesn't always go to that bottom rail, but that seems to be typically where it ends up. Robbie Killer has never been to Florida. You know, I would think most people that live on the East Coast would at least make a trip somewhere up and down the East Coast at least once in their life. You know, just load up your brand new car, Robbie, and a couple tanks of gas. You could hang out in Key West for a few days and then drive home. It's a good thing to do in the wintertime. It's obviously not good up there in the wintertime. Drunk Not Wasted, I'm going to Orlando next week. I think it's going to be almost 90 degrees. Yeah, we came into town last night around 5 o'clock, and it was 84 degrees outside at 5 o'clock at night. And then you look at the weather, and it's like the high is 84, the low is 82, something like that. So not a lot of variations here in the summertime. Pick up a contract and it disappears. Yeah, C-Tuck, I get it. It happens more and more. It used to be occasionally it would happen, but now it seems like every other contract or so disappears. And I don't know if you open up another loot box or something causes it to go away. I haven't quite isolated what might be causing that. All right, so these are supposed to be bots, but they're playing pretty tough. Now, we are in Warzone boot camp, so we can have up to squads of 4 against us. We did drop in with no squad fill, so we're going to be by ourselves. And we've pretty much decided that we like the scavenger contracts because you get the loot. And they put the boxes pretty close together, so I'm sure nobody's going to be going for that. We need an alternative marked in case that works poorly. And I think the cutoff would be if I see a team of 4 dropping on it, where you're going to go somewhere else. I hear a lot of parachutes. How about a gun?
There's an increased payout for this job. Be sure to collect.
at least 2 squads behind us.
2 supply boxes secured. 1 remaining.
Not the best spot to be. We've got a guy right in front of us coming at us. 3, 2, 1. I feel like those were all bots, the way they were chucking grenades. Seemed about like what they would be. All right, let's go get our contract up top. Hope for the best.
All supply boxes secure. Contract.
Got specialist. We almost have enough money. All right, well, at least we got his money. We got this guy running down here.
Losing ground. Move it. Friendly loadout drops on the way.
We don't have a long-range weapon, so until we get loadout, we probably shouldn't be shooting at this guy. Let's go ahead and see if we can... All right. We're definitely in the bot part of the map. Rebel Daisla went to Florida 4 days. Cold front moved in. There was so much cold the whole time. You know, the air down here is moist. So if you get any cold weather, and it doesn't have to be cold, like up in the mountains, if it's in the 40s, it feels cold. But here, if it's in the 60s, it feels cold. And I think it's just the humidity. But yeah, it's no fun. No fun on the beach with cold weather. I mean, if you can't be out on the beach in a thong, why do it? I hear you in there. You're running around somewhere. I don't know where you went. I don't know if the bots just kind of spawn in and come and go, or if once they're here, they stay in the game. Feels like if you're alone for a little amount of time, they'll spawn a bot next to you. Because I've seen, like when you have a UAV up, all of a sudden, somebody will be close to you that should have been visible before, and they're not. Mrs. P just walked by. She actually ran by, so she wasn't on camera for too long. All right, we have 2 teams over here fighting. Got one of them down. We'll pretend to run away. Give them a second.
Contracts out there have cash out.
It's a real team. Another real guy. Don't want to keep shooting from the same spot for too long. That looked like bot on bot action. Ah, that was horrible. Not good. Drunk not wasted. You got to travel. Yeah, I don't enjoy commercial flights anymore. I used to like it, but it's just not. I don't like the whole process. Just isn't fun. The TSA, you know, you got to take your shoes off. You got to take your belt off. You feel like you're getting cooties walking around the airport with no stuff on. I don't know. I just don't enjoy it. It's all right though. Usually it's about the same amount. Well, I say about the same amount of time, but as long as you're like less than a 10-hour drive, it's almost the same. By the time you worry about going to the airport, get to the airport, do TSA and everything, it's a 10-hour day. And I would much rather be in my own little bubble. Guess we'll take his thing. And I think we can buy a primary, right? Or buy a gun, maybe? So at least we have our static. Need to get an AR type weapon. SVA? Sure, why not?
Keep your eyes up for prize contracts. You'll earn more buck for your bang.
So there's an underground thing here. I don't know how to get there. Obviously not there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where it's at. 4,900. What can we get with 4,900 bucks? Anything useful? Let's look at a loadout weapon again. What else do we have over here? I don't have anything good. Guess we'll go munitions and hope for the best. Yeah, and coming down to Florida, like this trip here, it wouldn't work out to go commercial because we always bring our cat with us. Anytime we're going to go anywhere more than a week, usually the cat comes to Florida with us. Obviously, if we're going to go like to see the granddaughters in Texas, we wouldn't take the cat, but... And we bring a lot of stuff with us. You know, when we're here for a month. And you don't want to like rent a car for a month. That's never a good thing. All right, I think we're okay-ish on gear. Let's get a little bit more plate action. Got the guy out here. What do we think he's going to do? Didn't quite get that done, did we? Wow. Again, the worst thermite thrower in the world. That's what we are.
Moving in. New safe zone located.
All right, we got the guy following him. I don't know why we didn't get good shots on that, but we didn't. All right, all we got to do is really hold this edge. Shooting that guy was kind of important to us. Ah, we ran into a hole with somebody sitting in it. That wasn't good. Third place. That's about what you would think. Drunk, you should fly to New York City from, it's probably like 30 minutes. Be a good test. Man, drunk, not wasted. I can't even imagine why I'd want to go to New York City. Keep in mind, I do not like crowds. There's really very few people in the world that I like. Like even if I go on a, I don't know, even on an airplane, like if you're sitting in your seat and people are walking up and down the aisle, I find that I'm holding my breath a lot. It's like, I'm just not. So we had a squad of 4, and somehow they were all camping and won that. No, Robbie should. Oh, Robbie should. He's never flown. Yeah, I don't know if I would. How do we get out of this game? There we go. I don't know. I don't know that if I would push the commercial flight experience on people anymore. It's just not. It's not a good experience. I mean, growing up, my dad flew for Continental Airlines. We always had free flights anywhere we wanted. We had to dress up. You know, back then we had our little jackets and our ties on, and you know, everybody was dressed up. It was like an experience, you know, going somewhere. Now you jump on there and there's people look like they just rolled out of bed. They have their pajamas on, and I don't know. It's just a whole, you know, everybody has a backpack and a laptop or a thing or another thing, and it just, you know, they all stop by Chick-fil-A before they get on the plane. They all brought their lunch with them. It's like it's like in a third world country riding on a bus, and it's just not fun. It's not a pleasant experience anymore. Ah, new dude, you should leave a car down there with the grandkids. Texas, Florida should always be easy. Yeah, we talked about getting a plane. We have a car to keep down here. Last time we came down, it was, well, there's so much salt in the air, even in the garage. We have a garage here, but even in the garage, everything on the car gets rusty. You know, the brake calipers, everything, it just gets super bad. So if you leave it down here all the time, it's got to be traded in like every 2 years. Um,
Gear up fast. We're about to get evil.
and I don't know. And then if you have an airplane leaving outside in the salt air, probably isn't good on it. So you'd have to get some type of a composite airplane to. It's just not. It's no good. Also, at my age, I'm kind of ready to start simplifying life a little bit. You know, just have the mountain property. Anything that I really enjoy there, and anything that I don't use a lot of, it's time to get rid of it. we spend most of our time now, obviously, traveling to go see the grandkids, or the grandkids come to travel to see us. So, yeah, I don't know the little plane is going to be in my future. All right, boot camp again. I don't see any great contracts. Definitely want to go with the scavengers, though. I'm trying to get a scavenger with a buy station close to it. Oh no, we have a whole squad. How did we get a squad? That's not good. I thought I had squad fill turned off. Tac evolver. Get rid of that sidewinder. Why are you shooting at me? All right, well, yeah, we didn't notice we had a squad with us. So that's a problem. I mean, it's not a problem. It's just not going to be fair for the other guys. All right, where are they at? Man, they are like way over there. Guess we're gonna go for a drive and go get them. Yeah, and I don't know. I think I'm at the point in life that I enjoy the journey, not the, it's not hurry up and get there anymore. There's nothing wrong with driving. When we go to Texas, we usually 2-day it, so it's not as stressful. You drive like 10 hours a day and everything is fine. All right, where's our boy at? He's right at the second bridge. He's actually right on the other side of this bridge. Whoa, come on. Where are you? You're at next door, the gas station? Firehouse? All right, so I don't know how much a loadout is, but I think if I want one, I got to buy it myself because these guys are not anywhere close to me. So we will toss it that way, and maybe they'll be excited about that. Probably should have tossed it further from the gas. All right, well, this is not going to be too exciting. I think he stole my kill. Definitely stole all the ammo. Who's he looking at? I don't know. Ammo box. Do we need ammo? I guess we could use it.
Enemies are dropping into the area.
Who are they shooting at? Guess he's dead. Sandwich maker, good afternoon. Better to have friends with boats and planes. Yes, it is. That's the way I'm feeling about life now. I have my neighbor has a plane. I mean, I really don't have a
Gas is closing in. Get to the new
really don't have a reason to borrow it, but I'm sure he would let me if I wanted to. No, I don't. I would never borrow someone's plane. It's kind of like saying, "Oh, do you mind if I borrow your wife?" Yeah, it's not something that you do. You don't borrow somebody's airplane.
Moving here.
Maybe it's not quite the same as that, but it's almost like that. Of course, it all depends on how well she cooks. If she's not a good cook, then you can keep her. All right, what are we gonna do now? We got one of our guys sitting on a water tower. We have 10 kills so far in boot camp. That's about like you'd expect. Can't even see that far. Do have a big helicopter here. We can go for a flight. That might be fun. I recently learned to sail. If I ever to buy a boat, it would be a 17-foot simple Cape Codder. Yeah, sailing's a lot of fun. I mean, we used to do a lot of dinghy sailing as a kid and tons of Bahama sailing. Bahama sailing is not quite the same as dinghy sailing, though. It's more laid back. It's more of a drinking event.
Enemy soldier incoming.
All right, well, our squad is slowly showing up. I'm going to go troll some people with a helicopter. See how this works. Team of 4, so I don't think I'm going to troll them too much. I'd like to break that team up, though.
Eyes on the enemy.
All right, well.
Snipers down.
Marking a new safe zone. The gulag's locked down.
Take that gas mask. We need that.
Out into the area. Watch the skies. You'll earn more buck for your bang.
Take all his stuff. Need a buy station. What do we got? What do we got? We got
Got a buy station here.
Guess it doesn't much matter. Just too worried about buying the other guy back and not just fighting the game. Ah, horrible.
Get 'em back.
Over my dad body. What's up? Welcome in. I'd let you borrow my wife before I'd let you borrow my boat. Yeah, I get it. All right, we're gonna leave the match and we're gonna get back in here as a solo. I don't think we want a squad. I think it just adds too much drama to the whole thing. We had squad off, so I don't know why I picked one up. No, I don't think I. In fact, I remember when I was into flying, I had one of my neighbors said, "Hey, let's buy a plane together." And at first, it sounded like a good idea. It's like, yeah, I can afford like twice the plane that I could by myself. And then you start thinking about it. You know, this guy's going to have his family in the airplane. He'll probably want it the same time I want to use it. And it's like, yeah, I really don't want a partner. And he got so mad after because I kind of agreed, yeah, we'll look for a plane together. And then we found one. It was kind of nice. And and then I started second guessing. I said, you know, I really don't want a partner. And I said, yeah, I mean, go ahead and buy the plane if you want it, but I can't have a partner. And he got upset. It was like he couldn't afford it by himself, and if I backed out, it was somehow bad. But it would have been worse if I went through with it, because I would have been very possessive of the whole situation. And he wasn't a very careful person either. He wasn't a mechanic. He wasn't really a mechanically inclined person. So yeah, didn't want any part of it. New dude, what engine was I running on my sailboat? Our sailboat was a 35-foot Lagoon TPI catamaran, and it had two Yanmar diesels in it. I think they were three-cylinder diesels. I think they put out a whopping like 28 horsepower each or something like that. But with both engines running and at about 3,000 RPM, it would go about 9 knots. And typically we would only run one engine at a time and maybe 2,400 RPM. And you could do 6 knots with it that way. But the engines at 3,000 RPM would burn a half gallon of diesel per hour. So just running, one engine at 3,000, you could probably do 6.5, 7 knots. But we just back down a little bit more and maybe, like a third of a gallon an hour. And we would go to the Bahamas for a couple of weeks and never buy diesel, never run out of diesel. So that's good. We had a good solar array on the sailboat, so keeping the batteries up, we didn't have to run the engines for that. So other than getting in and out of harbors and things, while you're anchoring, maybe you wouldn't need the engines that much. And usually when you're sailing, you're not in a hurry, so it doesn't really matter if you're sailing at 4 knots or motoring at 6. It's all about the same at the end of the day. All right, I really don't have a plan, so we're gonna go farms, bounty. Sure. Yeah, so I'm still trying to get used to the monitor setup here. We have our gaming display right in front of my face, like 3 inches from my nose. Now, it's probably a little further than that. And my laptop is like set off on the side with all the chat, so it's kind of hard to go back and forth, but we'll figure it out. We might do a little redecorating later. Need your stuff, whatever you have. I have low confidence that we're going to actually get that bounty poached. I was hoping to get our loadout by this buy station. not doing well on cash flow, though. $3,600. We're getting better. 39, 4. Running through here really quick. If we run into somebody sitting in the corner, we are not going to see them.
Got gas moving in.
57. So we are not going to get this done. And that's pretty much it. $6,400. So close. Not good enough. Oh, we got it. Look at that. Just in time. Get our loadout on the ground towards circle. Make sure we didn't drop something important. All right. Uncle Cookout, what is up? Nothing like catching morning DP stream. I'm not sure the choice of words was good, but that sounds good. He just described a large sailboat, a catamaran, capable of going roughly 10 to 11 miles an hour. That's fast for large boats. Yeah, you would think it's large, fast, but when we leave here, like going to the Bahamas from where I'm at now, we go out the West Palm Beach Inlet, and it's 54 miles to get to the Bahamas, which doesn't seem like that far, but in a sailboat, that's, well, with the Gulf Stream and everything, you'd want a flight plan about 10 hours to get across. And yeah, so you got to get out of here super early in the morning so that you get in the Bahamas before dark, because you don't want to go ashore in the Bahamas after dark. You just can't see the coral reefs, and it's just not a good idea. We have done it at night, approaching the Bahamas, but it just never feels safe. Even if it's an area that you've been to before. We got to find this other guy that was behind us. Not sure where he went. Seemed like a good idea at the time. Yeah, so those are those bot lobbies you run into. You know, you have a team of 4 sweats running together. They're probably not sweats. They're just 6-year-olds. Ah, so much fun. almost messed that up.
Soldier, stand by.
Starscream, never liked borrowing things. Yeah, something always happens and you feel obligated to fix it. I mean, I guess you could just say, well, you're bad for borrowing it. Let me borrow it. But no, you always feel obligated to make it better than it was when you got it.
Enemy soldier incoming.
I don't know why we were trying to slow fire. Of course, you got a whole team sitting on the hill. Even with twin outboards, it's a half a day to get to the Bahamas. Yeah, I mean, depending on how quickly you can get out an inlet and get going. I mean, it's only, you know, an average speed outboard's like a 2-hour run across if it's smooth. But most of the time you can't run that fast. All right, let's try this again. And a lot of times, you know, if you're not right at the inlet, you could spend almost an hour just getting in the boat, loaded up, out the inlet before you can actually get running. So yeah, I mean, no matter what though, it's a good time just getting over there. It doesn't matter if you're on outboards or a sailboat or whatever. Just get over there and enjoy a couple weeks of alone time. What else is going on? Who else are we missing? Call Me Pug is working and watching. That's good. How are the ads on YouTube doing? I have not added any ads, so whatever you're seeing is what YouTube is forcing on you. And I turned it all the way down to a minimum, so we'll see if that does any better. The plan for today, I got to get out and first I got to hose down the outside, all the windows. In fact, the whole condo looks like a powdered donut. There's salt spray and then sand blown on it, so it's pretty rough looking outside. In fact, there was a sand dune on our back staircase, so I need to get that all cleaned out. I also want to hose down the car, and then I got to start looking at the dock stair situation. We have a staircase that goes down to the sandy beach, and I looked at it briefly last night, and it looks like the bottom 3 or 4 steps have been knocked out by the last hurricane. So I don't know if it's something I can just go to Home Depot, buy some wood and a screw gun and some screws and fix it, or I don't know. I got to go survey that this morning because I'm pretty sure the HOA is not going to fix it right away, and you can't be at the beach and have no access. That's not a thing. My goodness, I don't know how to get up there. I think boot camp, you should start out with your loadout. And then if you die, you should have to buy another one. It's like respawns don't come with a loadout, but your original one should start with a loadout. Make it nice and easy. Drunk Not Wasted says, when you hit 1 million followers, don't forget us early day guys. Oh, Drunk, I'll never forget you guys. And I don't see us ever being at 1 million. There are only so many people that enjoy my low-key content. I think most people are into a little bit higher drama than I bring to the table. All right, well, the right thing to do is grab a contract over here, loot up around these buildings on the buy station, and come out of there with a loadout. And if this game goes poorly, we probably should jump in with a squad to at least get 1 win today. The last squad we were running with was kind of not playing together. And I think it was my fault because I wasn't anywhere close to them in the beginning. All right. Loot as quick as possible. usually a lot of loot in here. I'm looking for a better secondary. That's a horrible optic on that. Wow, okay. It didn't work out well.
And you're gonna have to fight to earn redeployment.
I did not think he was on the roof. I thought he was coming around the edge. All right, so we lost our contract. We lost any hope of anything we had going on. Let's go ahead and get a most wanted on the outside edge. And we'll start over again. Not looting very well. Need to loot faster. Usually not a lot of boxes in here, but anything is probably better than nothing right now. 4,500. Don't know where anything is. I hear boxes. Got a guy just dropped in behind us. I'm not too excited about whatever he's got going on. All right, so we have a stream sniper today. Good job, Sucks. Sucks blocked. Sucks back. Come on. Who jumps into boot camp to stream snipe DPGladius? You're a piece of crap. Yeah, so that's fun. Ugh. Go grab 2 or 3 pallets for free. Stack them up for temp stairs. No, I think if I go down to the storage building, I might have a step ladder or something, and I might just be able to clean up the bottom of the broken off staircase. You know, go buy a skill saw or something, cut off the bottom part of it, and just get a step ladder for now. It's only, I don't know, it's probably like a 4-foot drop at the bottom. It's not that bad. And you can't really put anything on the beach because at high tide, the waves will take it away. So yeah, cinder blocks or anything, they would last like 3 minutes. Pallets would drift away. You'd look like Gilligan's Island raft out there. Yeah. So that's always good. Over my dad body, stream snipers are about as useful as Anne Frank's Drunket. I don't know what that is, but yeah. I just don't know who would drop into boot camp to try to stream snipe somebody. That's like, you know, I'm going to go to the petting zoo to go hunting. That's awesome. No, we'll get the beach sorted out. That's not going to be a big issue. I need to get a YouTube short done. I want to film a little bit of the beach just to let you guys see what's going on down here. I don't think I'll shoot any long videos because obviously I'm too lazy for that. Ooh, you know what? I smell breakfast going. That's the thing. So Twitch, introducing stories on Twitch. Partners and affiliates who have had at least one stream in the last 30 days can post stories through the new Twitch mobile app. What is a Twitch story? Does anybody know about that? I don't know what that would mean. Is it just like maybe Twitch Shorts? It's probably something like that. All right. I wonder if we can find who that guy was. Probably doesn't really matter. Recent lobby. I don't even know what his name was. It was Sucks something. Sucks Black. Sucks Blocks. Sucks something. Anyway, you're awesome. Staten Island Gamer says it's sort of like YouTube Shorts. There you go. So now we know. Dinger, can't wait to see your Twitch stories. Yeah, if they're like YouTube Shorts, I guess they're in a vertical format. Then I just have to record one and I can post it on both platforms. So we'll give that a shot. Might as well. Bobby Drake added to the stream snipers about as useful as Helen Keller writing a book. Actually, Helen Keller writing a book is pretty awesome because anybody can like download or buy her book and read it. It would be more like about as useful as giving Helen Keller a book for Christmas. Maybe something like that. I mean, if Helen Keller wrote a book, I would read it. Probably not. All right, so we have a squad this time. We have Just Jug, Unkind, Dustbin, and someone else. So come on, Sucks Brick, or whatever your stream sniping name is. My squad will wipe you out. Probably not. All right, let's see what they want to do. Maybe we'll grab this high stakes bounty. It's probably a little aggressive, but that's okay. Yeah, it's better not to give stream snipers any attention if you even pronounce their name correctly. This guy's like 8 legs. I think it's a turn on for them to get some type of attention. All right, well, our bounty's like all the way across the world. Our guys didn't all drop together. It's about like you would expect for a team of randoms. What do we have? We have a Bruin and a sniper rifle. Sidewinder. Getting better all the time. Nice. Of course, that goes on the roof.
Got a buy station here.
Gonna hope he sorts that out because I am trying to get on the roof of this box. Don't know how to do that. Hopefully we get foresight. That would be a good thing. But we'll take specialist.
Your objective's simple. Eliminate all bounty targets.
Got a buy station here.
Hey, let's buy a loadout. If not, I'm just gonna go get my own weapons. It's probably a better thing. We got guys coming across, so we're gonna hang out here and see if we can get a little bit better weapon. Wait for them. Maybe I'll mark this. Somebody will need it. Come on, Blue. We need you. We need your $5 grand.
All bounty targets did a hell of a job. Loadout drop headed your way.
Luckily, we got the bounty done, so that's good thing.
Your squad made it to the safe zone.
Not sure what they got going on over there, but I guess we're gonna go find out. When in doubt, join your squad. No. All right. My boy looks like he's stuck in the middle here. I think we'll just hang out with these guys. They have enough to buy loadout. I don't need that money. What else? What else? Remember the idiot who kept coming here with a different alias? I think you're talking about Jay. Jay was a Warzone coach. And every time you would cut him off, he'd come back with a different name. And he'd be upset about it, but that's okay. A lot of that was TikTok, I think. Once we got rid of TikTok, things got better. All right, do we have a plan? I'm not sure we have a plan. I think we're just gonna... Not sure who he was shooting at. Yeah, I have no idea who he was shooting at.
Relocating the safe zone.
All right, let's see if we can get a point of interest for these guys.
Moving.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Probably not the best building. Helicopter rotor blades are turning. We're probably getting sniped looking up here.
Gas is closing in.
Maybe grab this building? I don't know. Doesn't seem like our squad is very interested in moving. I think they like wherever they're at.
Get your squad to the safe zone. No one gets left behind.
Not seeing anything. Sniper looking right at me. Let me go ahead and bomb him. Might as well. Dinger, they ain't leaving Timmy Tower till they have to. Yeah, they're going to stay there for a while. Looks like a... I don't know what they're looking at. Obviously, they feel like there's targets over there. All right, well, let's decide what we need to do over here. Probably not the best spot to be early on, but we're going to stay here. There are 4 other teams. Can you buy him back?
Some of your squad's outside the safe zone.
Thank you. Inside the building with us.
Yeah.
Have increased payouts. Get to them first to cash out.
Throwing smoke.
Hold on, we're buying back.
All right, your squad's in the safe
Need,
zone.
need a smoke.
Tossing smoke grenade.
Ah, bad choice. Grinch would like to squad up, play solos right now because my normal squad is in the evening. Yeah, my normal squad's in the evening also. In the mornings, I typically just play Battle Royale solos. And maybe he's going to buy me back. I would hope they would buy back.
Taking fire.
There's only one other guy. There's only one guy. You guys can take him out.
Do or die.
He's not where you pinged him. All right.
Wrong fight. Way to get
At least we got a win out of that.
Fuck yeah.
Good game. So all day we kind of struggled quite a bit, but we ended up getting one Warzone boot camp win right at the end. We had to actually do a squad fill to get it done. What did we end up with? We had 6 operator kills. Looks like Toy Talk actually got 10, Unkind Dustbin with 8, and Just Jug with 2. So we didn't actually put as much effort into that as we probably should have, but it's okay. All right, well, Mrs. P has breakfast almost finished. I got some activities in here in Florida to work on. I will try to get some YouTube or some YouTube shorts out today, or at least one, and we'll try a Twitch story, see if we can get that done. Everybody on YouTube, we don't really have any place to send you, but thanks for hanging out with me today. And everybody over on Twitch, let's see. I know we typically have a way to do something. I don't know. I guess it's called raid channel. That's what we're gonna do. Let's see if anybody's streaming that we know. Jay Flower. I want somebody that's playing Warzone. I don't want to just throw you guys out there, throw you to the wolves. Yeah, I don't see anybody playing Warzone. Oh, here we go. Here's a Call of Duty Warzone. I don't think we've ever raided them before. I don't know who they are. Looks like it's J Neri. G Neri? I don't know. Looks like they're having breakfast.